Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey, girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Jasmine W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I must let you know that I have a podcast called Jasmine Gives Bad Advice. Click the link below to listen to it, okay? There's sketch comedy, there's terrible advice, and then there's some inner thoughts in there every once in a while as well. Y'all know I love to support a black business.
You sure do.
Y'all know I love to support a black business, honey.
Okay.
On my YouTube channel and in life. But today I want to shout out You Go Girl Melanin Cards. You Go Girl Melanin Cards. I received this card quite a while ago, but I wanted to shout the creator of these cards out. You can go to shopyougogirl.com, but this one's very cute because the creator of You Go Girl sent me this, and this looks like me at the front with my natural hair or whatever. They're very cute, and it's really hard to find cards with black people on them, so I think it's really dope that she created this. The inside has a cute little saying in it, so let's read it real quick. It says, if doing the damn thing was competition, girl, you win every time. I see you're striving and meeting your goals while looking so divine.
Okay.
It's never easy being the best, but you knock it out of the park every time. You deserve it all and so much more. Although this isn't a diamond or a pearl, I wanted to give you a little something to say, you go, girl. Okay. Anyway, the creator is Shanley Simpson. And she's the CEO of You Go Girl. So I just wanted to shout them out. Check out their website. The link is below in the description of this video. And thanks for listening. Now, let's get into The Bachelorette. This is episode 6 of The Bachelorette, where there's 2 bachelors, but half as much excitement.
Exactly.
So twice the women, half the interestingness. Because this episode was boring.
As hell.
Let's start with Rachel. Now that we have these guys whittled down, we could go Rachel first and then Gabby. So let's start with Rachel. This is 1 week until hometowns. It feels really odd because there are so many men in the competition. Usually when you get down to the hometowns, there's just 5 total. But each of them has like 4 or 5 guys or 6 guys even. On this episode, so it feels really weird for them to be already a week from hometowns, but that's where we are. Rachel and her guys are in the Netherlands. And so the werewolf, Zach, got the one-on-one date. I said, if you watched one of my previous reviews, that he looked like a werewolf to me, and I ain't taking it back. Okay? Anyway.
Girl.
I think it's the hair. Anyway, at the dinner date, I thought that they looked really good together, actually. The werewolf said in his last relationship, he was severely unhappy and he couldn't be happy because they weren't happy and I couldn't be happy. And how can I make somebody happy if I'm not happy? And there's just lots of unhappiness and I just couldn't make them happy and I wasn't happy within myself. What did you do? Did you cheat?
Right.
Because I need to know what you did.
Probably.
Okay, you weren't happy. You couldn't make them happy, but what did you do? Because if you weren't happy and you couldn't make them happy and you took your unhappiness out on the other person, how? That's what I would have asked. How did you take your unhappiness out on the other person? Rachel asked a good question. She said, what have you done to work on your unhappiness? Great question. He said he went to therapy. Cool. But I want to know, what did you do? How did your unhappiness affect your actions so much that they made this other person unhappy?
That's what I need to know.
Did you slap him?
Mm-hmm.
Because, baby, I don't need you to get sad around me. Okay? Did you cheat?
Right.
Did you lie? Were you emotionally unavailable? Were you emotionally abusive?
On drugs?
Did you eat all the food in the refrigerator when you got mad and didn't leave him nothing? I need to know what you did.
Details.
Okay? He said he lost 85 pounds and he said he was severely overweight.
I guess.
If you gain 85 pounds right now, yes, you would be overweight, but severely? You was on 500-pound life?
Right, like, come on.
He said he wanted to make sure that he was whole before he dated somebody else, and that was just over a year ago. You got whole in a year?
Right, 12 months.
I've been in therapy for 3 years and I'm not whole yet. So let me know the name of your therapist, honey, because you got whole quick.
You have.
Anyway, at the end of that speech about how he's grown, he told Rachel, I'm falling in love with you.
Lies.
Then he said, I said it out loud. I said it out loud. I can't believe I said it out loud. I can't believe I said it out loud. I lied out loud in front of the entire world, in front of the entire America. I lied out loud. Yeah, you lied out loud. The men on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette fall in love so quick. Men off of that show do not fall in love with you for 5 or 6, 7 years, honey. They'll be with you 8 years and be like, I don't know if we in love, but why? But we have kids together. Why can't we just be happy? Excuse me?
Why do we need white man's paperwork? Oh, not you yawning, girl. Come on. Let's get on with it.
On the group date, on Rachel's group date, the men got together and they had to pick up really heavy ass cheese. I think it was Parmesan. I don't know what kind of cheese coming in the wheels, but I think it's Parmesan, right? But anyway, they had to pick up heavy ass wheels to prove that they were strong enough to carry the weight of the relationship that Rachel's gonna have them carry, I guess. I don't know what being strong and picking up cheese has to do with anything, honey. It just reminds me of like the gender roles that we have here in America, I guess. He got to be able to pick up a lot of shit. He ain't gonna be able to build nothing
at all,
but he got to pick up something heavy just in case, I guess, y'all move. He gonna want to hire movers though, but I guess he got to pick up something heavy. I don't know why. I don't know why, but anyway, they picked him up. And the last man standing was Tino. Of course it was. He wants to be with Rachel so bad. So bad. After Tino won the cheese lifting contest, he kissed Rachel in front of everybody a few times. Did y'all peep that she was a little bit reluctant to kiss him? Like, she was a little reluctant. Like, her face was going like this, and he was just following her face, honey. And then she finally just went ahead and gave in and gave him a kiss, but she didn't, like, make out with him, which is what he wanted. You could tell that's what he wanted. He wanted to do in front of the guys. He wanted to make out right then. But she didn't do that. I said, how awkward the other guys having to watch them kiss. Like, I never understood that about the Bachelor series. It's like having to watch somebody kiss is really awkward. And they try to make it seem like it's not a big deal. Even to me, kissing more than one person in a night is awkward. Anyway, during Aven's one-on-one, he said that he's ready for the next step with Crystal, or Rachel, sorry. And he said his parents, even though his daddy didn't like one of his ex-girlfriends, his mama didn't like one of his ex-girlfriends, but he's sure that both of his parents are going to love Rachel.
Yeah, there's like a 0% chance that they will, but okay.
I kind of think that Gabby would be better with black parents, in my opinion, because Gabby's not afraid to make fun of herself. She doesn't take herself so seriously. Rachel, to me, takes herself very seriously. And, yeah, like at my family's house, that probably wouldn't work out too much. But I also said, can we just like normalize not getting your family's approval when you like somebody? Like, what does it matter? Is you dating them or is your parents dating them? That's one thing my parents always said. Like, my mom was like, I don't have to sleep with him.
Girl,
this is your man. You know, so it's important for everybody to get along, I think. But if my parents don't like somebody that I was with, then it's kind of like, okay, I won't bring them around you. Like, what do? You know what I mean? And, you know, it depends on why they don't like them, I guess. But anyway, I wrote down these eyebrows because Rachel's eyebrows, man, they just too far apart. I blame the makeup artist.
So do I.
Yeah, I know that she probably ruined her eyebrows like back in high school or something, but I blame the makeup artist for not giving us more brow here in the front, okay? Tyler got the rose before the ceremony happened, and Tino was pissed the hell off. First of all, Tino has gotten every like one-on-one or whatever date rose since the beginning of the show. I talked about this last week, and today he was mad because he didn't get the like first rose before the rose ceremony. He went off and he started huffing and puffing. He says it's so hard, like am I more into her than she's into me?
Yes.
this is just crazy. And he was just giving off like some weird energy. I'm like, does he have anger issues?
Yes.
Does he? Y'all let me know, because I don't know, honey, because it's giving angry to me. I'm scared. I told y'all last week the Asian guy was going home. And today was this was his last episode. You know what? I talk about stereotypes when it comes to black women a lot, but there is a stereotype in society when it comes to Asian men. I don't know if there was an article put out a few years ago that said black women and Asian men are the least desirable. So you gonna see an Asian man go home on a show like this. Like, you're gonna see it. The reality is Asian men make terrible husbands just like everybody else. So why can't they get chosen?
Right.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yeah, why can't we ever see an Asian bachelor? That's what we need to see next, because y'all really acting like Asian men can't make it to the end. It never happens on The Bachelor, okay? And if there's a white guy bachelor and he has black women, we're gonna make it to this point and then we're going home. They're gonna pretend like they like you up to a certain point, then you going home, okay? You ain't never seen a white man pick a black woman on The Bachelor, and you ain't never seen a white woman pick an Asian man, and I ain't never seen an Asian man make it to hometowns.
Right.
And they definitely ain't never got chose.
It's giving racism.
But you know, honestly, that's America for you, because yeah, there's so much discrimination. I just don't see it ever happening in the franchise. But maybe it will now that I've said it, because you know, people be watching my reviews. Anyway, let's move on to Gabby.
We see y'all.
All right, so Gabby chose Wakanda for her one-on-one date this week. And guess who went home? Spoiler alert.
Wakanda.
Anyway, they're in Amsterdam, and I wrote down there's something about the fact that The Bachelor is visiting some of the whitest cities on earth. I just feel like it's very palatable. Like, why couldn't we go to South America?
Right.
Why couldn't we go somewhere in Asia? Why couldn't we go to the Bahamas? Have y'all ever seen them go anywhere where there are people of color? Let me know. Because I'm like, we're in Amsterdam, we're in France, we're in Europe, we're in Spain, we're in London, we're in the city of love, where everything's so romantic and white and pure.
Girl.
No, baby, I want to see y'all go to Thailand and have a good time, okay? I wrote down, Wakanda talks like Michael Jackson.
What do you mean?
A lot of people was wondering about my comments last week when I said I was questioning Wakanda's authenticity. And this is another example for y'all. Why he talk like Michael Jackson? I'm just having such a great time.
Okay.
Wakanda's a very good looking guy. Why is he acting like LaToya? It's just something that's just like inauthentic about him to me. I don't know what it is, you know?
You know what it is. He fake.
Anyway, let me leave it alone. Gabby sent Wakanda down, and they both cried about how he wasn't the one because she's not ready to be a stepmom. She's not ready to be a mom. And she said that Wakanda is here. He's looking for a mother. Is he?
I don't know, girl.
I never heard him say he was looking for a mother to his child. I think his child has a mother. Unless his child with his grandmama right now, I don't think I heard him say that he was looking for a mom ever since he was on the show. He was looking for love.
That part.
I didn't really like the fact that she sent Wakanda home because she wasn't ready to be a mom. Because I'm like, oh, something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. But I guess if you don't want somebody who has kids, send them home then, I guess. But I'm like, I guess, you know, I come from a blended family. So I guess I'm just like, girl, like, if you really, really cared about him and loved him the way that you do, and if it wasn't him, it wasn't him, it wasn't him, and it's you would make it work.
Right.
You must not care about him that much. That's what I had to say. She said, it's not you. It's not you, I swear. And he goes, it's not you. It is me. It's not you.
Boy, bye.
It's not you. Oh my God. It's her.
Right.
It's her. It's her. Gabby, it's you. It's you. It's you.
YOU.
Anyway, Gabby went back to the guys, like back at the boat where they're staying, and she was like crying. Why are you crying in front of these guys about Wakanda going home?
Let me know.
What is crying in front of them gonna do? It was really a hard decision for me. This is the hardest decision that I've ever had to make. Okay. But we here. So aren't you happy? I'm just confused about what crying in front of them was gonna do, honestly. Anyway, on the group date, Gabby took all the guys to a sort of I think a dominatrix or like a sex education sort of thing. And she said Amsterdam is for freaks. And I said, let me find out.
Okay.
Anyway, the dominatrix asked all the men what their safe word would be when exploring their sexuality with Gabby. And they said, you know, some stupid corny stuff like wiener schnitzel and pineapple and all that stuff. Baby, my safe word is stop. Now.
Yeah.
A couple of questions that the dominatrix asked the guys. Do you enjoy giving, and I'm gonna guess that she said oral, and one of the guys one of the guys was not open to answering. He was like, oh, I'll talk to Gabby about that separately. No, you're gonna answer right now.
Now.
I don't want to talk about it later. You're gonna answer this right now. She asked one of the guys, how often do you blank? And I'm assuming that she said masturbate, and he didn't want to answer either. I'm like,
nobody got whipped.
Baby, why are y'all acting so shy? It ain't like y'all got jobs to go to after this because you just you just quit your job to come on the show so you could be famous.
I don't want no shy guy.
So, spill the beans.
I need a shy.
Anyway, she also asked Johnny how many women he slept with, and she said 10. He was like, more. She was like 20. He was like, more. She's like 100. He's like pumpkin, because that was his safe word. Okay. No, I want to know how many. Or do you not know? With your little nasty self. Anyway, Gabby said that she pulled Johnny to the side and was like whipping him and tickling him with feathers. And she's like, Johnny is really comfortable with himself. He's really comfortable in his own skin. Oh, really? Because Johnny just told you last week that he has low self-esteem and he feels bad about himself. He said he feels so low. He has the worst self-esteem ever. And he never met somebody who feels as bad about himself as he feels about himself.
Right. So
now he's comfortable in his own skin. Gabby, shut up. Oh my gosh. Anyway, at the rose ceremony, before the rose ceremony, there was no ceremony for them right after that because Logan got COVID. I wrote down, if Logan got COVID, everybody has COVID.
Exactly.
Y'all were just on a group date whipping each other with chains and feathers. Gabby got COVID. All the men got COVID. The production crew got COVID. The lady with the whip got COVID. Everybody got COVID.
The feathers got COVID at this point.
Anyway, at the end of the day, Gabby sent Spencer home. Remember, Spencer had that military background, and she sent him home because he had zero sex appeal. When he was like performing a little sexy act on her, he was so uncomfortable. He didn't know what he was doing, honey. He didn't even know how to roll his body. You got to know how to roll your body. And because he was a military man, he's so stiff and probably overcome with hypermasculinity. He didn't even know how to roll his body, honey. And he got sent home because of it. Okay. At the end of the day, we still have Eric and Johnny are in the game, and Eric and Johnny are going to make it to the end.
Yep.
Logan, if they want to keep it spicy, Logan will make it to the end, and then Gabby and Rachel will have an argument about it. But I just don't know if I see it happening, honestly. I think that Eric and Johnny are going to make it to the end because she likes them the most. I still don't think she liked them as much as she liked Wakanda.
Right.
But anyway, she's not ready to have a little black baby. So,
girl,
he got sent home. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. Not really much happened at all, but those were my notes and my highlights. And I will see y'all on Wednesday, or maybe even today, depends on when this comes out, for Married at First Sight reaction.
bye.